You're done, Jake. Move along. Let's go.
I had always hoped my childhood days in Crocus would never change. I wanted my friends forever at my side, Mom at my back, and Jake Trumper always ready to tell me one of his tall tales. I thought Jake wanted the same thing, that life would always stay as it was. But that can only happen in dreams and memories.
Hey, Jake.
Afternoon, Violet. Don't tell me you lined up a fourth husband.
It's Julia's. The big day is coming faster than anyone expected. At least she could let me show her the fall colors. This dress is so conventional.
Violet, do you think I could pick up that bale twine that Julia ordered?
Oh, Jake, no. Paul, he picked that up ages ago.
Oh. Good. Thanks anyway.
See ya.
Hey, Jake.
Hey.
You eating in town again?
Well, I'm here now. Might save me some time.
I can't say I blame you. Avoiding the supper table at the farm these days.
Moses, let me tell you a little something about farming. You see, it's September. That's when we take the crops off the fields. It's called harvest. If I don't get it done before the weather turns, we'll go broke.
The way you talk makes it sound like you own the place.
Wow. Never think that.
Well, seems to me there was a time when you thought different.
Listen, Trumper, I don't know what it is you've got against oil, but from what I saw last night, Mrs. Osborne and her son could make some serious money here. You ought to be happy about that. Who knows, maybe you'll even get early retirement out of the deal.
Look, Walker, Daddy Johnson can do whatever he wants to with his land, but in case I didn't make it clear enough for you before, we run a farm, not a pincushion. We don't need you.
Well, pardon me, I thought I would let Mrs. Osborne decide that. Frankly, my contracts are negotiated with the landowners. Hired hands don't hold a lot of weight with me.
Let me tell you something. When it comes to that farm, I run things. If I say we don't want you, we don't want you.
It's a nice dress, Molly, but it's not quite right for me.
Well, I've changed since then. What Julia does with her farm's her business now.
Hey, I thought you were going to the cafe.
I'll get something later.
Afternoon, Jake.
Nathan, you still hauling your own grain.
You know what I say? You want a job done right,
Well, you got to do it yourself.
or you gotta get Jake Trumper.
You don't give up, do you?
I'd kick myself from now till next Tuesday if I thought I'd let the best hired hand in the district slip through my fingers.
Well, thanks for that, Nate. I'm pretty happy up at the Osborne farm.
After Daniel died, I thought that place would dry up and blow away.
Had a few tough years, all right, but well, Julia pulled us through.
Bull. Between you, me, and every farmer in the district, we know who really kept that farm from going down.
Good to see you, Nate.
You ever change your mind, you know where to find me.
You know, sometimes I feel about as useful as old Rocket around here.
Rocket is a good guard dog.
Just picture myself doing something besides hanging sunflower seeds. I thought maybe I could help with the harvest, you know?
Do you think your tender hands could handle it?
Oh, my tender hands can handle a lot.
Oh.
Oh?
I wish you never came here.
Well, I don't think that's being fair to your ma.
She's not being fair with us.
No, Ben. Part of being a man is learning how to put other people's feelings ahead of your own.
Pretty soon there won't be room in this house for me. Might be better if I just moved.
Yeah? And where would you go?
I can move in with you, Jake.
Yeah, your ma'd love that.
Please, Jake. Come on.
Okay, I'll tell you what. As soon as I drop this load, you and me will fix up a cot in the cabin. Kind of like a bunkhouse just for hired hands.
I'll go get my stuff.
Okay, just for a couple of days now.
Thanks, Jake.
Thought if I could handle driving it, I could spell you in the field now and then.
Well, that's why I taught Ben.
You don't think he could use the time for his homework?
It's not a toy, Paul.
I know how to drive a tractor, Jake.
I know what a classroom looks like, too. I don't claim to be a teacher.
Well, if Ben can handle driving it, I think I can handle it, too.
Look, Jake, I'm sorry. He's been wanting to do more work on the farm.
Actually, Julia, it's good timing.
Why do you say that?
I've been thinking this might be my last harvest.
You're not serious.
Oh, I've been mulling it over for a while now. Besides, looks like you got things under control here.
I'm moving in with Jake.
Ben, we have to talk.
He said I could.
There's something I have to tell you.
Afternoon, sir. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
If you wouldn't mind taking a look at that, I've got some great opportunities there for some farm plots in northern Saskatchewan. Afternoon, Jake. A lot of opportunities for a man like you up north.
Huh. Yeah, pretty risky venture.
There's always a risk when you strike out on your own. But all you have to do is clear the land, you'll have a farm.
And break the ground, put in a crop, and harvest all before freeze up.
But when you're done, have a piece of land you can call your own.
Yeah. Well, it's worth a look.
Well, you wouldn't be gone a week before you started missing us, Jake.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take but a week, I tell you.
Not so sure.
Well, $20 says you stay.
One thing I know about making a bet with you, Albert.
What's that?
It's money in the bank.
What's that smell? Is that chicken? Are you frying chicken in here tonight, Repeat?
So just how odd are your odds, Albert?
I say the Tigers win Saturday's game by 3 runs minimum.
Not a chance.
And I say that'll cost you 25 bucks.
You're sure now? I mean, we all know how hard you work for your money, Trumper.
You're right, Albert. Let's make it 50. Easiest 50 I ever made. Which reminds me, you still owe me for that bet.
Repeat, you saw me pay him after the game, didn't you?
Ben. Why can't you just let me stay here? It's only for a couple of days.
Fine. You can stay for the weekend. Jake might be leaving us, Ben.
You're lying. Jake's not going anywhere.
We can't make him stay if he doesn't want to.
He promised.
I think he's serious about leaving, Albert.
You want a farm? I got 7 of them. You can manage them all. Be in charge of a whole bunch of hired hands.
I'd still be a hired hand, Albert. Yours.
Well, better than taking orders from some school teacher who doesn't know the difference between wheat and chaff. Well, don't say I didn't offer.
I know it's not much, but, you know, I could always put in another chair, Jake. You and me working together. You know, day in, day out, day in, day out.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Repeat. I'll keep that in mind.
Ma said you were gonna leave. Is that true?
Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Why?
Sometimes a fella just knows when his time's done.
I could go with you.
Can't do that.
Why not?
Because your ma needs you. And Mr. Krause needs you.
It's all his fault.
No, it isn't. He's a good man. He just needs you to give him a chance.
Why should I? You're not. You said you can't run away from your problems.
Yes, I did, but...
You lied to me.
Ben. Stupid carburetor.
Why in the world would you want to head north?
Because I already been south. Why is everyone so interested in what I do anyway?
You really need an answer for that, Trumper? Jake, you're my friend. I can't let you go without saying something.
Well, don't let me stop you.
You know one of the things I admire about you? That you do anything for a friend. But when it comes to yourself...
Well, come on, out with it.
I just hope you know that you'd be walking away from something that's important to you. Again. Want me to spell it out for you? Emily Henchbaugh.
Can I help you find your coat there, Emily?
I'm not looking for my coat, Jake.
Well, it's just that you're in the coat room, and, well, that's what people usually do when they're in the coat room.
Stop. Please. Is it just me who feels it?
No. I feel it, too.
I hear a but.
I just know there's no future in it.
Why?
People are too different, Emily.
Different is not a bad thing, Jake. It's what makes people interesting.
Early mornings, breaking the ice off the milk pail. Those things are my life. I know they won't make you happy. Not for long, anyway.
Isn't it cowardice not even to try? I haven't felt this way in a long time. Maybe not even my whole life. That must be worth something.
You can't imagine how it makes me feel to have a beautiful, interesting woman like you want... Well, it does wonders. Emily, I've spent a lot of my life chasing rainbows, and you always end up alone.
I'm not a rainbow, Jake. Well, I guess I better go find my date.
That's different. Some things just aren't meant to happen.
That's true. But maybe you're meant to be here. Ben, the farm?
I'm just the hired hand.
You really think Julia sees you that way?
going somewhere?
No.
Thought you might be hungry.
I'm sorry I didn't come to supper. I wasn't feeling too sociable.
Jake, about the store.
It wasn't my place to say what I said in there. I'm sorry.
I'm beginning to think that Frank set you up for that. He knew that I was behind that curtain.
It doesn't matter if he did or if he didn't. I said it, and I had no right to.
Ben thinks you're meaning to leave if they find oil on the farm.
I never told him that.
Does that mean you won't leave?
Are you asking me to make some sort of promise?
You know I wouldn't do that, Jake. But I can't speak for Ben.
I've been in a place where there was oil. And some folks still farmed, but it wasn't the same.
What are you trying to say?
Gotta have a purpose, Julia.
A purpose? Do you think you begin and end with that stupid tractor you drive, Jake? If this farm dried up and blew into Manitoba tomorrow, you would still have a purpose in the morning. How can you look into Ben's face every day and not know that? Eat your supper.
Paul's here now.
You've still got a place here, you know.
I got a chance to do something for myself for once.
A friend of mine gave me some good advice once. You want to hear it? He told me, it doesn't matter what you do with your life, but you have to believe in what you're doing. That's the important thing. And that's why he decided to stay a hired hand. Sound familiar? I better head back to town. See you later.
Ma?
Ben, honey, there is nothing I can do.
He taught me how to ride a horse, how to hunt, build a slingshot.
I know, Ben. I know,
He taught me everything that matters. You have to.
Taking a tractor out lead to this. You know I want Jake to stay. Just thought I'd try to help. Pull my own weight.
You're not a farmer,
I know
Paul.
that.
I didn't mean it that way.
You know what the problem is here? You and Jake been running this farm so long, you don't trust anyone else to do anything.
That's because we know what we're doing.
Oh.
sorry about the mess, Jake. He had his heart set on moving in with you.
It's all right.
Yeah, well, sometimes he just wants everything his own way.
Hey, Ben, where are you going?
Game over.
But we just started.
I don't care.
Hey, poor sport!
Say that again. I dare you.
You're a poor sport, Ben Osborne.
That's all a part of being a kid.
No, it's different. He just doesn't know when to give up.
He can get a little stubborn every now and again. Especially once he gets a notion into his head.
Jake! Jake, did you see him?
Take it easy, kid.
I saw a Palomino, all golden, Jake.
Who are we talking about here?
The most amazing horse I ever saw.
Palomino, you say?
He came right up to me out of nowhere. Then he just disappeared.
Well...
I saw him, Jake. I did.
Well, hey, now, did you hear me saying you didn't? Must have been one fast horse disappear like that.
He never stopped looking for that horse. And once he found him, well, he wanted him so much.
Well, it's tough to say no to that kid when he gets his mind set on something.
I told you, Jake. Isn't he something?
Now, you got an eye for horse flesh, kid. That is an animal worth owning for someone.
Me.
Horse is a lot of responsibility, Ben. You think you can manage it?
Of course I could. I've been taking care of old Baldy my whole life.
Well, then. I got this hunch your ma's gonna have an earful for us.
Why?
Because I've got $40 in my pocket I've been looking to put to good use.
Oh, Jake!
You hang on now. He's not yours just yet.
But he's gonna be, and I know it.
You know, when Ben lost fever, I thought his heart would break.
He's a strong kid.
I never want him to feel that kind of pain again. Not if I can help it. I'd do anything to keep him from being hurt.
Julia. You can't live your life for the sake of others. You did it with Daniel, then Ben, and now maybe it's time for you.
All you've done for Ben, thank you for helping me.
My pleasure.
Ben. Wish I could change everything.
No, you don't.
You're right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Ben. I know you don't want to hear this, but it's true. If I had to do this all over again, I'd still want to be with your mother. And I am sorry that's hurt you. I am. You see, I just want to make your mother happy. And if you'd let me, I would like to be a part of your life, too.
You'll never be my father.
I don't want to, Ben. I don't want to replace anybody. I just thought that you and I... Well, I thought we could start out as friends.
Ben? Ben, please.
Have a talk, Jake?
Ooh.
You know you're welcome to stay. Look, Jake, I've got nothing against you. I like you. What you did for Ben and Julia all these years. Become a legend to Ben. I can't compete with that.
This isn't a competition.
You don't get it, do you? See, your decision. Wow. It's building up in Ben's mind just like Daniel. What do you suppose will happen if you go? Julia and me will be left to pick up the pieces, and how do you think we'll reach Ben if he thinks I drove you away? Hey, Jake, I see the bond you have with him.
Bolt, chamber, hammer, trigger. Now the shell goes in like this. Bolt closes the chamber. Cock the hammer like this. She's ready to fire. Rule number 1. Always point the gun in the air or at the ground. Never at anyone, even if you know it's unloaded, understand? All right, now rule number 2. Never cock the hammer unless you've got the gun pointed right at your target. All right. Give it a go. Good. Now, cock the hammer. And I'll keep your finger off the trigger unless you're ready to shoot. Okay, now take a bead on that can. Rest the bead in this notch here. Okay, line it up. Take a deep breath. And squeeze.
I got it! I got it!
I don't believe that. You show me you can do that again.
This is amazing.
Okay, cock the hammer, right? Breathe deep and squeeze.
I need you, Jake. At least think about staying. It'd mean a lot. It'd mean a lot to all of us.
A strange thing about corrals. Never knew if they kept animals in or kept them out. What do you think? When I was young, I kind of figured they kept wolves out, so I kept my horse in that corral as long as I could.
You mean you didn't put him out to pasture?
I never figured keeping him penned up would hurt him much.
Well, of course it would. Horses are supposed to run and be free. I guess this means you're going.
Yet. I figure there's enough work around here to keep a hired hand busy for a while.
I'm gonna go tell Mom. She was pretty worried about you.
I bet she was.
For many, autumn is a season of change, a beginning for some, an ending for others. For me, the autumn of '53 was when I nearly lost my best friend, Jake. I never knew what made him think about leaving us or what changed his mind. All I cared about was that Jake Trumper would stay in our lives.
Thank you.